let's go. I'm choosing Hermione from Harry Potter.
Oh boy.
That's not the one I picked. That's not the one I picked. I promise.
I'm going to let him mulligan it because it is very obvious that he wouldn't have picked that one.
But everyone else watches.
This one is the one. Yeah, this one's the one I picked. Hand made of mirrors.
Okay.
They're just made of mirrors.
And has jellyfish instead.
Okay, I'm kinda...
Alright, I vote Jason!
Alright, so I'm gonna actually say this, that one that I did put out there just now, that was not the one I intended to pick, but since I had already thrown it out, again, you let me mulligan it, I just had to go with it.
Alright, so I'm ready to vote.
I also want to say something. I also want to say something.
Alright.
I had watched Tori pull his card out and place it face up at first, and I saw it had hands glued to hips. So it's not like he was lying. I'm like, oh, that's a bad thing. Let me try. No, he didn't do that.
Okay, I will. Yeah, like if he had put out a good or neutral thing and then tried to take it back, I would have said no. But since it was a bad thing, it is very obvious he didn't try to do that. But anyway,
it's obvious I was going to lose.
Yeah, you're made of mirrors. You're going
what
to
I wanted to pick. What I intentionally meant to pick was this one, which is can breathe underwater.
Oh.
Whatever, it doesn't matter though.
But yeah.
Yeah, but it's still of the three that I had better, as you can tell.
Actually, what spells can Hermione do?
Generally,
anyone she has
have
read.
a fair amount of range as a wizard, including repair, attack, and various other things.
If she has read about the spell, she can do it.
That doesn't help me. I don't read or watch Harry Potter.
Yash, just tell us, just trust us. She could do a lot.
Okay,
yeah. She's literally the smartest wizard of her generation.
What could she defeat a tank? Because I'm just imagining him turning into a tank and just blasting.
Well, she has a spell known as Bombarda, which is essentially a big explosion. Let's see. Let's see. She has
wait, aren't you supposed to have made of mirrors out here?
Yes, you're right. That one should be out here.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'd thrown that one out there.
Yeah.
I think we're supposed to discard our hand anyway at the end of it.
Oh, we are?
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
We've just been drawing more.
We might as well, because then we can like get fresh hands, because we use these to choose from our fighters anyway. If we didn't choose them, probably means it's bad. So.
Well, if I drew 2 cards, do I keep those then?
Keep those, yeah. Keep the ones you drew.
Let's see. She's got Bombarda, which is essentially an explosion spell. She's got Impedimenta, which is good for stopping momentum. Literally stops momentum. So literally, you cannot run away with your rocket boots.
I'm actually leaning Hermione now, because like if she can get the first hit off, she's got this, I think.
Petrificus Totalis, instant stun. You're locked in place. Hands and arms bound to your side.
Now, she does have that.
That was first movie.
Yeah, I remember that. But the thing is, that works on humans with what kind of vehicles, though?
Well, that's what Bombarda and Impedimenta are for.
I'll say. Oh, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. It says he can turn into any vehicle. He doesn't start as a vehicle. She could get a spell off. That's
also true. He could also get a tank shell off.
Yeah. Well, assuming he turns. Okay. Are we just assuming this is? Okay, got. Whoever started talking first gets to finish their sentence before other people jump in. We're gonna make that rule 10 minutes ago. Okay. Now, as I was saying, are we assuming that his transformation is literally just he stands there, decides I want to be a tank, boom, now he's a tank. There's no magical girl transformation sequence here.
Not like a third transformation.
I just want to make sure, because if he could literally just turn into it instantly, then he could definitely turn into it right away, because doesn't Hermione have to say out loud the spell before she casts it?
It's not particularly necessary, because later on in the books they do show that spells can be made without actually doing the words.
Hell, they do it all the time in the freaking movie.
No, but it's only certain spells. Like I know punctuated spells like Bombarda and Petrificus do need to be said to actually work.
Then okay. She has spells to counter vehicles. He has vehicles Like, if he gets one shot off and hits her, she's dead. Because she's made of mirrors, she's going to break.
Well, she does have the Protego spell.
What?
Sorry, can I just...
Protego spell. It's
Can I just
essentially,
ask something
it's
here?
literally protect.
Can we go... Can we make sure we actually let the two fighters debate it out instead of...
I've been trying to talk here, and you all have been talking before me.
Sorry.
This is why I want to implement the let the two fighters do it.
All right, here's what I'm gonna say. For the first 5 minutes, or until the fighters decide they're done, no one else is allowed to speak.
Okay.
All right, and so you guys go. You guys
take into the fighters.
Unless we're answering a question, and that's
or this is something me and my brother and his friends did. Me and him debate. The two that are actually debating go into it until they're done, and then it becomes an open debate for everyone, anyways. And then the ruling.
That's what I was gonna say. That's why I said the 5 minutes, because I don't want this to be like you guys are literally going back and forth saying the same things over and over again. I have enough of that dealing with a 6-year-old girl. So, so what we're going to do? So what we're going to do is, as soon as it starts to become repetitive, we are allowed to say, "All right, stop." That, or when it reaches 5 minutes, we can start giving our opinions. Other than that, we're quiet.
Yes.
So,
all right. So where were we?
Okay, what I was going to say is, while she could do Pacificus Totalis to make Jason stop moving, she can't exactly do that to stop the rocket. Like as in the rocket, the roller skates I'm wearing. So
right.
if I'm charging right at her as soon as she says it, she might stop me, not the skates. I just crash into her, made of mirror, she died.
That is what the impedimenta spell is for, because that literally stops all momentum. Anything that is...
You have to do one or the other. You can't do both like quickly at once. Plus the rocket.
True, but this is also considering the fact that you can even see me, considering I'm made of mirrors. I'm literally invisible, practically.
That's actually a point. That's going to be hard to see someone made of mirrors.
I totally did. I didn't think of that.
That's how people have theorized invisibility working.
They're not done.
Let's see. You have anything for that, Jiro?
Well, that could work. I will say that I didn't think about the invisibility thing until you said it. That was a nice touch. But considering the context of that, what if I decide to use it and then you go with a machine and it just fire all around me? What if it has got to hit you? If I hit you once.
Well, that would be what the Protego spell is for, I believe.
Even then, that would still show me where you are. And then it'll go rocket boots.
Would it though? Because I distinctly recall it never really showing something in books or the movies.
Permission to say something? Feel free to refuse.
I'll allow it.
Allowed.
He could turn into
We'll open it to debate for everyone now.
It's going to be one sentence. He can turn into something with heat seeking.
Oh shit. That is true.
Unless she is literally entirely made of mirrors, but just somehow still alive, because then she would not give up.
I would like to say something.
I'll allow it.
She can apparate.
This is true.
Alright.
She can literally teleport. Anywhere she has been.
True, but wouldn't the force, like, I know apparition works with, like, magical beings and stuff, but wouldn't the force of the apparition cause themselves to shatter?
Not exactly. It doesn't say how fragile the mirrors are, and assuming mirrors, I mean, you are essentially a giant glass object that has a very solid foundation, I think. You got a pretty solid core if you're made of mirrors.
I think at this point we could vote.
Yes.
Mirrors can be both strong and more fragile. It depends on what they're made of. We don't really know what kind of mirrors you're made of either. It might be made of
true.
So, like, if you try to apparate...
Let's assume it's like those giant funhouse mirrors.
I like to think of her as just like a person who looks like they were dipped in liquid mercury.
Alright, are we ready? Should we vote?
I'm ready.
I'm up for voting.
Alright, Rhino go first. We'll go clockwise for it all.
I vote for Hermione.
I'm actually gonna vote Jason. Because if he gets a single hit on you, I'm pretty sure you will shatter, and until then, you'd be playing the long game, so... Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I possibly throw out one thing?
All right.
In relation to Jiro's earlier comment about being able to just transform and attack while a rocket is being thrown out, Hermione can cast spells rather fast. It's literally just a quick incantation. Just like saying a couple words. Impedimenta impervious totalis. Right there.
Yeah,
that's all I want to say.
To that, I'm going to add in one thing that I forgot to mention.
Okay, you say this, and then no one else gets to add anything.
Agreed.
Yeah. Besides the one spell that I don't even know if she actually spoke. Well, I think she actually said it, but I'm not really sure. Despite the Avada Kedavra spell, there really is nothing else she has in her arsenal that can actually kill Jason, be it both vehicle or regular form.
Yeah,
I wanted to comment, but you said,
Yeah, the reason I'm saying no is because every time, like, not even exaggerating, literally every time someone has said, I have one counter to that, it has then become another debate between the two, constantly going back and forth with, but I counter with this, I counter with this, I counter with this, and it's like, no. As soon as the voting starts, each person gets to say one more thing as the time goes on. And
we've said our piece, so now it's up to Peter.
Peter, break tie.
I'm sorry, Silver, but I still think Jason would win, and I want to explain why.
You can explain why, yeah.
Since Jason is undead, you can't like outweight him by teleporting away. Again, he could turn into something with heat seeking, which even if she's made of mirrors, I think that living would constitute that. That and advancement of sensors could detect motion, even if it's, quote, invisible. That and it's a lot harder to kill something which is made of metal than it's made of human, magic or not. So although you could try to play the long game, even if the stalemate went forever, Hermione's still mortal.
Yeah.
Jason's undead and can outweigh her.
Unfortunately, yes. They do not touch much on death and undead in Harry Potter.
And regarding the whole stalemate thing, I always run on the assumption that if we run on the assumption that it would be a stalemate, like two characters that we say they wouldn't be able to kill each other, then at that point we literally just go to lifespan. Lifespan or how long it would take them to die of natural causes in an endless battle.
Okay, so Jason wins.
Yeah, so...
Dave, I completely forgot all about Transfiguration.
It's too late.
Yeah, I know. That's why I say, damn it.
Alright, so
Point for Jiro.
Yep, Silver, go ahead and discard your stuff, and now...
Sorry, Silver.
I hate you, Peter.
I'm sorry!
Alright, so starting with Peter versus Silver, we're going to completely enforce the 5 minutes to discuss.
No, it's Jiro versus Silver.
Oh, sorry. Jero versus Peter. Peter versus Jero. We're doing so 5 minutes they have to debate just between themselves. No one else is allowed to speak unless they ask permission first, and they can be declined it. Otherwise, they just have to, if they're declined, they have to just remember it. Then we can debate for up to 5 minutes between everyone, and then voting either at the end of all that time or just when we decide to do it. And while voting, each fighter is only allowed to make one more extra point or counter.
Question.
Each. Yes?
Yeah.
So we have the fighter wins 3 rounds and then is retired thing. Who are the two that fight at that point then?
Just the next two people. Just the next two people.
On to the next 2 people.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, for example, if Jero won this one, it would just be...
an example, I got it.
Oh, okay, sorry. Well, for other people.
Also, I will say one thing before Peter reveals his characters. Max, I'm gonna say right now here, I am sorry because I know the comments are gonna be hell when this comes out.
I don't know what the hell he said. He's so loud.
You know what, Jero, do you think you can actually switch microphones for now? Because it's at the point where we can't understand you. All right, so let him.
I can understand him, but yeah.
Let him switch mics first before you reveal.
Yeah,
we're gonna lose viewers because of him.
Okay. Well, Max can edit it. Also, don't move that card because there's a gap there for a reason.
Oh no.
Oh no, he's got an additive. Get off the drugs.
I love this.
You there, Jero?
Okay, I can understand you.
Say something.
Testing.
Oh, so much better. He's not screaming at us.
Thank God. Okay. All right.
I'm sorry for my shitty mic, and two, I want to say that saying this now, man, I am sorry for the comment section will be hell after this video comes out.
Oh yeah, it is.
God, yeah, it will
People,
be.
everyone's gonna weigh in. Oh, by the way, fans, if you have a good debate, like, comment, and subscribe.
Fans, if you want to give your own opinion on these battles, perfectly fine. If you try to say that, if you go on about how we were wrong, or we suck, or we should have done this or that, Backseat Gamers get their comments deleted. Alright, anyway.
You even managed to watch this far.
Alright, alright, Peter, go ahead and reveal your cards.
Well, I am Tesla, which I went and checked this. It's Tesla. So there's only one human that has the name Tesla. That would be Nikola Tesla, the guy who made Tesla coils.
And
so you're a
probably
scientist.
Have one. Yes, the one who has a very dangerous electric thing. Because I think he'd have one with him.
Okay, let's see the rest of their cards first.
I am writing blank. I don't know what this is gonna be. Well, writing a
Super. Okay, guys. Jason wins because Tesla's too distracted.
And let's see what the last black card is. I lose. No, I just lose. I don't care. I lose because my one thought was I pump electricity into him with a Tesla coil. He'd probably have with him, bringing Jason to life, and because he's been alive for probably a while, he dies.
You do know Tesla coils. You do know Tesla coils are really big, right?
I'm aware they're pretty big, but people have also made handheld ones.
But they were not around.
I don't think I win.
They are not around. They were not around in his time. I'm gonna have to say that if a character is like, if it's a character or an IRL person and they're already dead, we can't use stuff that was created after they died.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I didn't have a great set of hands, though. I wish I switched Tesla.
I mean, I didn't.
I thought about it.
I feel like honestly. You would have had a shot if not for riding a supermodel.
Well, the supermodel doesn't really detract from anything, but it's still not really competing in my opinion.
That's good. I wanted to say this. Horror movies 101. The couple always gets killed first.
Oh God, that too.
The only thing I could say in Peter's defense is that it might be a Russian supermodel, which they're pretty strong, I'm pretty sure.
Jero, Jero, I feel like it sounds to me like you didn't even switch mics. You still sound the same.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Did you not actually switch mics?
When he's not screaming in it, it's a lot better.
I did switch. I think what...
Get the mic further from your mouth?
Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah, Better?
Yes.
Slightly.
Better.
Don't scream. Ever.
Look, I think freaking Toy might have been right, and I think the problem isn't with the mics themselves, but with the actual, like...
The microphone port.
Yeah.
What you could do is you could get a USB microphone port.
Does he not have one?
Anyway,
USB microphone.
So we're just
Jason wins. I vote Jason.
Yeah, Jason wins.
Yeah.
By the way, my white cards, I also had Miley Cyrus and a Velociraptor to choose from.
You probably would have done better with the Velociraptor.
Probably.
I regretted Tesla in the end, yes.
And also, can fly if nobody is watching, and literal jazz hands. Alright, so,
I mean, literal jazz hands was an appealing solution. If I was going for laughs, I would have won.
So
Jason
now
retires.
Yep. So that Jason retires from a hard job of killing. All right, Rhino. So it's you and me again.
All right. So I'll take this.
By the way, I'm actually kind of sad I didn't get to fight Silver because, like, it was really close for me. But if I had fought you, Silver, I would have made one big argument. Science beats magic.
So you think?
All right, I'm going for something. I'll Yash. Yeah, try and stay over there.
Yeah, sorry. All right.
We could pretty much.
Oh, you're kidding me?
What?
He drew
The
some nice
game
cards.
is just giving me the best thing.
He's like, I'm sorry you did bad. Here you go.
By the way, look, guys, I'm gonna say this right now.
Oh, whoops.
The white card that I just drew, that was right after Supermodel, would have won me that fight.
You gotta do it quickly. There you
There
go.
we go.
Alright, remember
So,
you
yeah.
fix it.
I
No, I
would have
wrote-
won that fight if I had not drawn Supermodel, but the one under it. Damn
There
it!
we go. Alright.
Okay, you
I am ready.
You first. Rhino White. Oh yeah, you did get a point. Okay, so you first, Rhino.
Alright.
Jiro, your mic is acting up. It's doing it again.
All right, switch mics, Jero. Switch back to the other mic.
Just switch mics and don't yell.
You didn't hear that last part, but he is switching.
I love technical difficulties.
Rhino, Jero
They
says he
are
has
Where's
a-
Nikola Tesla when you need him?
Oh right, he was busy riding a supermodel, so Jason shot him with a tank.
That was the best fucking thing to have had happen. I don't.
That's a great quote. Just real quick.
Okay, so is Jiro back?
Yeah, I had a mic splitter, didn't work. Audio splitter.
All right, well,
Okay.
yeah, just don't scream at all. All right, well, let's go with this. All right, Rhino, reveal.
Alright, my hero is the entirety of Google.
Okay, so just real quick, I want to get the definition here. The website. So just the website?
No, the employees,
development team.
the buildings, the websites, and all of where the information is located. So basically,
And their money.
imagine buildings, people, and a ton of technology.
Okay.
It's the entirety of Google. And it can fly. All the people can fly, all the buildings can fly.
All the money can fly.
All the money can fly.
All the fucks they give about YouTube can fly. All none of them.
Oh, by the way, yeah, does that? I don't think that includes YouTube, though, does it?
Google bought you. Google owns
YouTube
YouTube.
is owned by Google.
All right, I have YouTube as well.
Fuck no,
How
my
to
video.
defeat this hero?
I own YouTube, so I own all the do-it-yourself videos on everything.
Oh fucking no!
Now,
anyway,
And
also,
also, I am
Superfight.
armed with a shrink ray. Every single person.
guys, I'm just gonna say right now, I'm pretty sure I lose. You guys might have to do the debating for me because I have Michael Jackson.
Oh god.
This is already amazing.
His top half is
Oh God.
Canada. Also, guys, I'm riding a depressed centaur.
I feel like the reason he's depressed is because he's dead, holding up an entire country.
All right, Rhino. Here's the thing. Can you defeat the people, the landmass, the entire country of Canada on Michael Jackson's swift working legs? I will move up over to you, lower my head, and crush Google.
Okay, I would like to open the debate. I'm going to start off. I just meant start. I didn't mean everyone can talk. Alright,
Cause it's a thriller, eh?
alright.
I can't breathe.
I'm gonna wait until the laughing stops. Alright.
Come on.
Okay. Alright.
Just imagining every Canadian delivering.
Okay, so.
Oh god.
Alright. As the collective Google, armed with shrinkways that can fly, I say that we can defeat Canada by shrinking it down until it's smaller than Rhode Island and squishing it.
Now here's the thing. I'm presenting this to everyone because I have two things that I'm presenting to everyone because these are in no way specified and it is very heavily dependent on things, so we need to figure it out. It says can fly. Are we assuming it flies proportionately as fast as a bird flies, but for the entirety of Google? Because that's actually moving decently slowly.
How fast is your country moving on legs?
I'm Michael Jackson? Hello?
He is still Michael Jackson. He just has the upper half of Canada, so I presume.
Wait a minute.
It's normal speed.
I know I'm riding a depressed centaur, but
yeah, that was my thing. Doesn't he not have Michael Jackson speed then, since he's riding a depressed centaur?
I'll just get off.
But,
I mean, I don't know. That's your attribute. You have to be riding it.
Okay, Peter, no, it's just us. It's just us.
All right, so my question for you is this, Josh.
Okay, well, no, actually, now that I think about it, we didn't actually get the question answered. So, what do people vote on the flight of speed of Google? Let's do that before you start pointing fingers at me.
I'd say move as fast as a bird proportionally. Like a decent speed bird, like maybe an eagle.
30 miles an hour. 30 or 40.
It's worth noting. We don't know how far apart we're starting this match. If we're going by death battle rules, we are like, obviously it has to be, made a fair bit bigger because of how big we are, but we're like basically pretty much in arm's reach of each other going by death battle rules. So before you started taking off, I would just duck my head and you'd die.
Aren't I already inside you?
No, I don't think there's any Google in Canada.
Actually, I believe most of the Google stuff is all in America.
If there is any,
you want me to check for you right quick?
Here's the thing: if I would be in control of any Google in Canada because Canada encompasses Google. In that case, here's the thing: if you have a ball inside a box, as long as the ball's in the box, whoever owns the box owns the ball.
You've got a point.
Yeah, so
right,
I would be in control of it at least until you could get. Unless you like sent a scout team over to retrieve them.
All right, but what was said is I'm mostly in America, so as I'm over here and you're over there, I shrink you.
Now this is my second question: how fast does that work?
It really doesn't say, so I can't really have an answer for that for you. But I also have a question for you.
All right.
So it states that you are Michael Jackson, a singular Michael Jackson.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
And that the entirety of Canada is your upper half. So, are you a country on one set of legs?
If you're going to the point of trying to say that my legs get crushed, I believe.
No, I'm not going to say that because that's kind of a joke about the centaur, and I'm going to assume Michael Jackson's legs can somehow support a country.
Okay, then yes, it is the country. Well, it's the top half, so. Yeah, it would basically I'd be Canada from the waist up.
Okay, so it's like Canada, if they lifted it off the map a tiny bit and inserted a pair of legs under it.
No, they're Michael Jackson's legs. You have to keep that in mind because I'm going to moonwalk over
fine. Michael Jackson's legs so they can dance. Alright,
hey guys, watch Canada dance.
So it's like, I feel like this is almost the global war kind of thing. It's like one country stands up ever so slightly on Michael Jackson's legs, and then like bits and pieces of other countries just kind of levitate up into like a swarm.
I think I would like to say that, just going back to the shrink ray real quick, I'm assuming that if you were to use it on me, it would be like, I'm going by how I've seen shrink rays in fiction almost all the time, in that it starts slowly making me smaller, and with how big I am, you would not be able to make me small enough to stop me before I'm able to crush you. Assuming that's your starting action, is what I'm saying.
That is, but then I would have to bring across the fact that I am a lot of different places at once, so you would only crush a portion of me, while the others are still shrinking you. And also, I feel like I can fly faster than Michael Jackson can run.
Oh, motherfucker, you did not just say that.
No, okay, I feel like I can run. I can fly faster than his depressed centaur can run because he's probably not into it.
Here's the thing.
Than he can dance.
You're talking about Canada, or you're talking about Google being in multiple places at once. I get to do that with Canada too, because Canada's not the only place that Canadians and Canadian things are.
Do Canadian things count as part of Canada?
If they were made in Canada, yes.
Yeah, that technically moves the stipulation of do stuff that Google owns be part of Google.
Here's
fair. You know what? That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, here's what I'll say. If Google is in multiple places at once, I also have Canada in multiple places at once. Obviously, only the parts that are actually outside of Canada, the landmass. So it would just be a constant war of all the smaller parts going on. Meanwhile, I'm crushing main headquarters.
But isn't only your top half Canada, and thus all the pieces of Canada must be connected to Michael Jackson's legs, whereas mine can be independent?
I mean, it doesn't say anything about that at all.
It says it's your top half, so it's connected to you.
I mean, not necessarily. I could just be able to control it.
But didn't you just agree that it was Michael Jackson's legs attached to a landmass?
Rhino, we are...
Okay,
Jero, I started talking first. Rhino, we started this by giving you the benefit of the doubt, saying you get all Google employees, all Google buildings, all their technology. We could just say it's a website. I'll just crush the computer you're on. Here's the thing.
Okay, that's not...
We're giving you the benefit of the doubt for something that is completely game-changing. So
I get that too, but
I get the benefit of the doubt for something small.
I mean, that's the thing.
Agree.
Your benefit of the doubt thing is made with the stipulation that it's attached to something.
Yours is made with the stipulation that it's Google. We could all just vote on what Google constitutes as.
All right, I feel like the argument is getting petty. I'm opening it up.
Yeah, let's open it up at this point, because we are getting repetitive.
I think I might have one thing I can say that pretty much guarantees another win.
What?
What you got?
If we're still going with the stipulation that Google, with the whole Google YouTube thing, you have control of this channel.
No, we're not going to that. We're not going to that.
It's a little too
meta fighting.
No metagaming.
We've already got one metagamer on YouTube.
I'm making this rule now. The only time we are allowed to metagame is if Deadpool is involved.
That's
fair.
All right.
If it's freaking force while making people out loud, I wanted to try that at least. I knew it wouldn't work.
Hang on, I need to look something up.
Oh god.
Deadpool is Canadian.
No, that's not what I'm looking up. I just need to get this over to my second monitor so I'm not interrupting things. All right, you guys go.
If you start claiming Canadian superheroes, unless they're actually factual, you would just have the idea of them.
Yeah, no. I'm not going superheroes.
Okay.
That was just something Jiro brought up randomly.
All right. Anyone else want to talk while he's looking something up?
Honestly, I feel like you have an advantage with multiple shrink rays because I feel like they would like collectively stack and shrink faster. You know what I mean?
True,
Yeah.
but Canada still overpowers most of Google. Like at least I believe so, considering landmass and everything else. So it would still take a while. Like I don't know. It's hard to sell.
I guess that's going to come out in voting. All right, Josh, have you looked up your thing?
Not quite yet.
Oh boy. Peter and Dad.
Sorry. So we're
Anything to
voting.
contribute?
No, I don't have anything. I don't have anything that hasn't been said.
All right, then I guess we're just waiting on Josh's thing, and then we can go to voting.
What about
And
I was
potentially final arguments.
Okay. I was looking up to see actually because I remembered Google.ca is a thing. I was looking up to see how much, if any, of Google is located in Canada. I couldn't find a conclusive answer.
Okay.
Because I feel like I wouldn't get to use it against you, but I feel like however much I had, you would not have is basically what.
The Google in Canada would remain neutral.
Yeah, here's okay. I'm gonna give a recap here. This is not me trying to get you to counter stuff. I'm just giving a recap of what we have so far. If I'm actually wrong on something, correct me.
No. I was paying attention to that. But, like,
I was literally in the middle of a sentence.
Sorry.
Okay, so what we have determined, this is all for, pretend this is all prefaced with, for argument's sake. Canada could crush you. Like, I could literally just crush you, assuming I got to. You can fly, you are moving proportionately at the speed of a bird, which is a decent speed, but if I was close to you, I could still crush you. But that's only main headquarters. You have lots of other Google stuff around. I have lots of other Canada stuff around. Theoretically, did we ever reach a conclusion on that? The whole top half is Canada thing? Because I know...
We never really agreed because I stipulated that it would be attached to you because it's your top half, but obviously because that does give me an advantage, neither one of us actually agreed on it, so at this point it's sort of as the audience interprets it for their own vote.
Okay, so we'll...
Should we just carry this open to vote?
I'm trying to give a recap. And your shrink rays, with multiple people arming them, would be able to shrink me down, though of course you can only target one thing at a time, so assuming I do have those other parts flying around, that would be able to kind of take you down. I'm just imagining like a bunch of tiny floating islands fighting.
How... If I had multiple shrink rays, why would that only make me able to shoot at one thing?
Well, I mean, like, here's the thing. I'm assuming that, like, at the very start, I'm crushing your main headquarters. Because you wouldn't be able to get away in time.
We don't know how close it is, so I can't really accept that.
I mean...
But that'll be up to the voters.
Yeah, but, like, for argument's sake, again, I would crush main headquarters, meaning you'd still have Google around, you wouldn't have as much firepower now. So while you could shoot at multiple things, the more you spread yourself thin, the less they're going to be shrinking. So, I was just recapping everything. Now that I've put that on the table, we can go to votes.
Jesus Christ.
This is like a really big fight, no pun intended.
Yeah, like...
Save time. I'm not going to do my final argument because I assume most of you are paying attention.
Okay, what were you saying, Peter? I couldn't hear you.
That went on way too long.
It totally did, and I'm sorry. I have done so much debating in the past. I'm just used to it now.
I know.
I know. I know. Like, I don't blame you, Max. So I don't understand is why you're doing the recap for everything that we already knew.
Because we said it over the course of such a long period of time. I thought people might have forgotten.
I propose
honestly,
we add a timer item.
Okay, how about we just get to the voting like I just said, and you say I take too long?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so to change things up, I would like to start with Peter.
I say Canada wins.
Okay.
Well, Canada
Jackson.
Canada Jackson.
Or should we call it Michael Canada?
Alright, Silver?
No.
Simply off of the basis of the shrink ray and the fact that, you know, all of Canada would literally can be shrunk down smaller than the size of a sugar cube. I'm gonna have to say Google wins.
Alright, and Jiro for the tiebreaker.
Can you get everything that was just said?
I would like to actually say one thing as my final argument.
You can't.
That is passed.
No, we literally said before that final argument's
Josh,
not allowed.
can we just please not so we can get it over with?
You're only saying...
Max, you said that when we start to vote, we can't do any more argument.
Yeah, I said that when we start to vote, each fighter can make one more final argument during the time.
Okay, fine, what is it?
It says armed with a shrink ray.
That is true.
I'm gonna let Rhino.
Okay.
You only did that out of spite, didn't you?
No.
Okay. I was joking. I was joking. What?
I don't know why it took you that long to bring that up.
Because it just occurred to me.
Oh.
It's like we keep throwing our interpretations on everything, and so as soon as that happens, I'm just suddenly that's how I'm thinking of it. I never think of It isn't until the very end where I look over and say it says a shrink ray. But alright.
This ought to be interesting.
I didn't realize they would have things as obscure as a company.
Oh,
or a country.
We got more obscure here.
Alright,
it's Superfight. We've got a lot of things.
I will say, sorry that I take so long with my debate. I've done debates in the past, like, this isn't just me taking forever. They have legitimately been planned to and have gone on for 2 to 3 hours.
I'm well aware of this.
I'm guessing a strategy in actual debate is wearing your opponent down, and damn, did you start doing that on me.
It's wearing them down, constantly noticing things, remembering everything that's been said, and also, like, obviously this doesn't come up in Superfight too often, but also calling out cheap debate tactics such as ad hominem and strawman's arguments.
In other words, he knows.
I know how to debate. I can't nerd debate without annoying everyone. Whoosh. Boom, boom.